Our next guest is a brilliant, very brilliant, award-winning actress whom you know from both stage and screen. Next, she plays my sister and my wife. You heard that correctly. The name of her character is Hera, Queen of the Gods, and I play another one of those Greek mythological characters whom you may know, Zeus. I'm Zeus. We play in this show called KAOS, KAOS. Here's a clip, watch this.
Dad, I'm being serious. I want a promotion. Just make me the god of love, or war, wisdom, I don't know, something serious, something proper with influence. What?
Oh, come on, Dionysus. There's nothing wrong with being slightly lightweight. Everyone has their place.
Suck it.
Hey, you do not tell your mother to suck it.
She's not my mother.
Apologize.
No.
Apologize.
Sorry. Forgiven.
KAOS launches globally August 29th on Netflix. Please welcome the great Janet McTeer. Janet McTeer, the great Janet McTeer. I'm so happy to see you. Hey, I haven't seen you. You know what I want to talk to you about? Because we're about to spend some more time together. We're about to go on a publicity blitz. We fly pretty soon to New York and Amsterdam and London. Before this thing comes out, we're going to be explaining the show to people. How would you describe, without spoiling, and of course we've been alerted, how would you describe what this show is to our sweet friends?
Well, it's, yeah. Shall I tell you what it's like working with Jeff Goldblum? I mean, he's dashing and glorious and stylish and brilliant and all of those kind of things. We know this. But what he is also, it's like working with, you know what he's like? Is that because you were talking about people who do impressions of you, and honestly, he really is like, we're going to do the scene now, but there's something so much more interesting over there. And so I think I'll just... Yeah. Where was I? Oh, so... Oops.
That's me.
Yes. And so that's his... You know, that's what he does as
Is that me? Was that a good one of me?
Right. So I decided he's basically like a really charming, the Mad Hatter. Do you know what I mean? He's very tall, very charming. So I thought, what am I going to be? So I thought, I'm going to be Hera, who's, you know, Queen of the Gods. And I'm going to be the Cheshire Cat. So I'm just going to sort of sit and be really kind of calm and really kind of, you know, polish my nails, swish my tail, be enigmatic, wait till I pants. That was what I thought Hera should do.
So wonderful. And you saw it. What did you think of that scene? You just saw a little bit of it. Really? Hey, that's good. Well, I'm a kind of a craft, geek. So hearing from you, I was probably asking, or too shy to ask, how do you do it? But I haven't heard that explanation of your animal inspiration.
Animal? Yeah.
That's so beautiful. Well, you saw her in that scene as I was doing whatever I was doing. But yes, the way she's eating that buttered toast and saying...
Well, she just has to be really calm because you guys are just insane. So someone's got to sort of sit and be calm.
But this gives us a chance, and certainly you a chance to showcase a lot of your infinite resources, because you get intent. You're not only calm and seductive and alluring and witty and wise and powerful, but intensely, she has the gift of fury.
Yes.
And empathy and a heart and soul. Oh, no.
And she's super jealous. But the other thing is, he's such good fun to work with, and I had almost all my scenes with Jeff. And we used to have such a laugh, and he would get so distracted. And no one could bring him to the set. No one could get, I mean, he'd be on the set, but you're much more interesting than the scene over here. And so they would kind of look at me and go, "We're ready, John, we're ready." And so I would sing him show tunes.
I was what?
I would sing you show tunes, and I go,
Yes.
Jeff, getting to know you, getting to know all that. And then he'd join in. About you. And then we'd have a little sing, and he'd do that face, and he'd look all thing, and I go, and action. Getting to like you, getting to like you, haven't you noticed? Suddenly we're bright and breezy. Because of all the beautiful and
Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, that was the idea with the show, to kind of do these Greek mythological figures and fill it up with emotional naturalism and substance. What was it like to pretend to be married for 2,000 years? Can you imagine? I mean, you develop resentments after 5 years or 2 months, or, you know, it's a...
Well, I think it was also because it's the whole show is like a reworking of the Greek myths.
Yes.
So you don't need to know much about the Greek myths, but if you do, that's great. But you'll learn about them along the way. And so what I think was such a challenge was it's this insane story where you have to sort of compartmentalise. So we would have to have this domestic kind of, you know, I was always very jealous. I'm very jealous of Zeus and very
And I get
kind of-
paranoid too.
And then so I kill all the women that he sleeps with, and why wouldn't you? And I turn them into bees.
And do we do supernatural things like that?
We do supernatural things like that, and I do all kinds of nasty things like that, and I get very, very jealous. And I don't care, and they're just like ants. And then there's quite a lot of killing.
We're very...
And I don't actually know how... I'm actually quite a nice person in real life. I am, and in every part I do, I kill people. I do. I kill people for a living on a regular basis.
Isn't that interesting? Well, she mentioned...
Wonderful.
You mentioned
so
it,
great.
and I was sort of bellyaching to Guillermo last night. I was saying, yeah, I'm kind of a nice guy, but I get myself like this part, and then I play the Wizard of Oz. I play parts that are capable of...
I know, but that's why you're so great as Zeus, because you're so eccentric in all the best ways, darling. You're so sort of eccentrically and all that sort of, you know, mad sort of energy, and then you're also terrifying.
Really?
Not to me. No, you're terrifying. You're terrifying.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Terrifying
yeah,
in what way?
yeah.
In what way?
As Zeus, well, you have the power, and without giving any spoilers, you know, you're the most powerful man.
Well, that part required
Required
something. I really like what we did. I'm anxious to tell people about it, and what a thrill to know you, to have worked with you, and to have you here. So grateful to you, Janet McTeer. I'm glad to spend time with us together. Thank you very much. We'll talk at length.
Thank you.
KAOS, the show we did, launches globally August 29th on Netflix. We're going to be right back with Waxahachie.